What is up, guys? It's Disfigure. Today I'm going to be showing you an artistic way to get rid of your extra Rubik's Cube boxes. So exactly what I'll be showing you today is how to create one of these framed collage of all your boxes. What you will need is clear tape, preferably not packing tape, because that's a little bit too sticky and you might want to end up moving the boxes around at the end. Some scissors that can cut through cardboard. A cardboard foundation, doesn't really matter what size because you can cut it down to fit all those boxes later on. And all your spare boxes. Four more things you're going to want are glue, a razor blade or an X-Acto knife for cutting down the collage to fit it into a frame, a ruler or a tape measure to measure your collage so you can see what kinds of frames you can fit your collage into, and 25 or 30 bucks for a frame. My frame is just going to be black and plain to let the colors of the collage stick out, and that should be all you need. Alright, now we're getting into the creation of the thing. What you want to do is grab your cardboard. I forgot to mention that it doesn't matter if it's plain or if it has writing on it, because in the end it'll be covered up by all the boxes. So anyways, first thing you want to do is, out of your boxes, if you have anything big or not very colorful, you want to put that down first so it covers up a lot of the plain cardboard, so it leaves room for the more detailed boxes that'll make the thing look better. One thing you want to make sure to do is make everything a little bit offset so it's not like it's organized. You want it to be a little bit messy. In the end it'll look better, trust me. And don't be afraid to pull off tape or cut parts of the boxes that don't quite fit on the cardboard. And you can end up using those pieces to fill in other spots too. Once you've got the box in place you like, grab your tape and tape it down in a few spots just to secure it. If you have something that's really big and sort of wants to pop up like this one, you can go ahead and use glue and glue it down in some spots that don't want to push down. So that's what I'm going to go do right now. Now this showing tape won't be too big of an issue because I'll end up covering it up with other boxes in the end so that you don't see that or the plain cardboard or any other blemishes. Now what you can do is cut off the edges that hang off. Don't make it too fine because you don't want to end up messing up. Set those aside in case we need them later. Now on to the next piece. Don't be afraid to trim the boxes if they're a little bit messed up. A straight line always looks better than a crooked one. Another thing with these plastic windows in these boxes, you want to make sure that you put them so that they're not showing the cardboard. Just put them over something like that. So I'm all out of Scotch tape. I'm going to have to be using this packing tape. I'm just going to have to be really careful with where I put the boxes. Alright, on to the next piece. And make sure you don't put too much of the same color in the same area, otherwise it won't look very good. It won't have very good color symmetry, so I'm just going to go ahead and cover up this mainly white area with something green and black just to give it a little bit of diversity. Make sure you keep covering up blank spots of cardboard. You can go ahead and use your pamphlets if you have any. If you don't mind doing this with them, you can use them as fillers just to fill in more space. Now what I see here is that I'm almost done, but the colors are a little off. Like, it's really bright here in this corner and it's pretty dull over here in this corner. So what I'm going to do is, since I don't have that many boxes or pamphlets or whatever left, I'm just going to cut off a little bit of this and put it over here and maybe overpower some of this white here. That's sort of the overwhelming color in this side. Alright, I think that looks pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is grab my ruler and measure this, and then I'll just sort of get an estimation of what kinds of frames I can get from Hobby Lobby or whatever store I go to. And well, I'll be back. So I measured it and it's about 15 by 20 inches, and just got back from Hobby Lobby. Bought this, it was 14 by 18. You want to make sure you get a frame that's a little bit smaller than your project, otherwise your project won't fit in the frame and it'll be empty spaces and it's not going to look good. So now what I'm going to do is take out this cardboard from the back of the frame any day now. And then I will I'll use it as a template to cut the project. Alright, so now we've cut it, and as you can see, the edges aren't perfect, but that doesn't matter because you have probably a ½ centimeter of leeway to work with. But let's see if this will fit. And it does for the most part, but we got to get these brads down, so I'll get back to you when I got those down. Alright, now that we've got the brads down, you can flip it over without it falling out, and let's see what it looks like. flipped upside down. I think that looks pretty good. What do y'all say? This frame cost me like 22 bucks, but wasn't too bad. Also forgot to mention, I used this razor blade to cut it just because these scissors don't quite cut through that thick cardboard, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Bye.